Orphan Train Rider, One Boy's True Story, Chapter 5, The Pink Envelope, Part 1. Lee remembers clearly what happened when he, Leo, and 10 other children from the orphanage went to the train station to get on the orphan train. The girls had on new dresses, all alike, with white pinafores over them. We boys also had new clothes, knickers that buttoned below the knee, white dress shirts and neckties, and suit coats. I had never had anything new before. All I'd ever worn was hand-me-downs from my older brothers or used clothes given to the orphanage. All of us felt real special. We wondered if we were going to meet the governor or something. We still had no idea what was actually happening. He recalls how excited he felt while waiting for the train to arrive, with all the noise and confusion and people rushing around the station. As the train approached, its whistle blowing, the children began to clap their hands and jump up and down, but they were immediately hushed by the adults with them and told to line up and behave themselves because people were watching. As the children waited to climb up the big steps to the train, Lee kept his arm around Leo. Then he heard someone call his name. Turning, he saw a man who was holding a little boy coming toward him. Leo did not know who the man was, but Lee let out a whoop of joy and ran into his father's arms. Dad told us that the little boy with him was our 3-year-old brother Gerald, who was going with us on the train. I didn't remember Gerald since he was only a year old the last time I saw him. When I asked my father where the train was taking us, he said to find a family who could care for us. How could this be? I insisted we wanted to be with him. I begged him to keep us, but he kept saying he couldn't. The other children were starting to board the train, and we were holding up the line. My father thrust a long pink envelope into my hands. It had a stamp and an address on it. He said I was to keep my brothers with me and write to him when we got settled and let him know where we were. Before I could ask anything else, we were pulled from him. Adults hurried Lee and his brothers onto the train, telling them to find their assigned seats in one of the 2 cars set aside for the children. Lee pushed away his hands, climbed onto the high velour seat, and pressed his face against the train window, trying to get one more look at his father. He could not see him anywhere, and he would never see him again. The matron who was going to take care of us on the train was a big-boned woman with a stern voice, Lee recalls. She ordered me to come away from the window and get to my seat. I had to fight back the anger I felt. Then I touched the pink envelope in my coat pocket. At least I had that. As soon as I could, I would figure out how to get the 3 of us away from wherever it was we were being taken, and I would find our father. And that concludes Part 1 of Chapter 5 of Orphan Train Rider.